into life, and some are raising their grandchildren. Others are traveling and doing things they never had time to do when they were working. Well, because of their busy schedules, many are finding they need to stay fit. And here to help us out with some fitness for seniors is certified fitness trainer Sharon Pack and our assistant who's also going to work out with me, Eileen. Eileen, what's your surname?
Koolpe.
Oh, hi.
Thank you
Eileen.
very much.
Well, thank you for coming and being our guinea pig. Well, this is a wonderful exercise program that you have, Sharon. I was reading about it, and it's really important for seniors to stay fit because not just because it's fit and you want to be healthy, but to get through their everyday lives.
Oh, absolutely. I call it functional fitness.
I like that.
Yep, it's about day-to-day things, staying fit, staying healthy, staying injury-free, and also feeling good about yourself. Being able to do things and to run with your children, your grandchildren, and to get out.
Yeah, that's important because, you know, everywhere you go, seniors are, like we said, so incredibly active. My mom travels all over the world, and I'm amazed at her. I can't keep up with her. I went with her on one of her trips, and I'm lagging behind, but she's really in good shape. So you're going to show us some exercises to help seniors stay fit, and even me. So what are you going to show us first, Sharon?
Well, the first thing, it's interesting you should say about your mother traveling to Europe. It's not uncommon in Europe to have cobblestone streets and very uneven pavements, even in the city. So the first thing we're going to do is a balance drill, and I just so happen to have 3 balance pads for us right here. And if we can step forward, and everybody grab a balance pad. And what they are, what these things are, they're just like big, giant, inflated dinner plates. So they're actually filled with air. And what we're going to do, they go on the ground, and I want everybody just to stand on one.
Okay, this is going to be tricky because I admit I am not a good balance person.
I'm real good at this. I'm the freak. So we get the mama bear, the papa bear, and baby bear.
Yeah, that's
the 3 of us. And what this is, a picture, if you're in a high heel shoe down in Center City or in Europe and you're getting around, if you hit, say, an uneven piece of curb, how people get ankle breaks and ankle sprains is the foot turns over and the muscles aren't strong enough to pull it back. And what we're doing here, believe it or not, is working on balance and ankle strength. People say their ankles are also too weak for ice skating or roller skating. This is the gizmo.
This is great.
Isn't that neat?
I kind of like this. I'm not very good at it, but what do you think about this, Eileen?
It looks so easy, but it's very, very tricky.
It's hard. You think, okay, look at them, they're so clumsy. No, wait till you try it at home, you'll find out.
You can't pull far. You've got your toe right there.
That is hard to do, but I do like this exercise. Okay, so what else have you got to show us before I break my neck?
Well, also very important to keep up leg strength.
Yes.
Climbing steps, pardon me, getting up and down off the toilet.
No, that's important,
They're all very important. And just using an ordinary household object like a chair in your living room. And Eileen, if you want to kind of help us out and demonstrate, what I want you to do is just sit and stand right in the chair. Just keep going. Feet a little further apart if you would. Toes pointed forward. Very common mistake I see with this exercise is the feet point outwards. So you want your feet to point forward. And what Eileen's doing, basically she's doing squats.
Oh, look at that.
And she's using this chair as a squat machine.
I like that. So you don't really have to have a whole lot of fancy equipment or professional equipment at all. You're using everyday household items.
Absolutely. I mean, the only thing to be careful of is that the chair doesn't have wheels on it and it's sturdy enough or whatnot. If you wanted to make this exercise easier, you could put a couple pillows up. If you want to make it harder, you would need to find something that's lower.
A little bit lower. Okay. That's a great exercise. Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, show us another one.
Okay. Even just using some simple things like here's resistance. This is resistance tubing. And I'm sure a bunch of people have seen this. And it comes from lots of different companies. And what it is, it's just elasticized tubing. Real simple. And I'm going to hand this to you, Eileen. You're going to grab onto this. I want you to stand on the center, and you're going to anchor this underneath your feet. And I actually want this way underneath. I don't want it on the toes. Good. And nice tall posture. And you're going to bend at the elbows and bring it up. Good. And what Eileen's doing, she's working on the front of her arms, the bicep muscle with this. This is about a $10 piece of equipment, very lightweight, doesn't take up a lot of room, real easy. Yeah.
And one thing I like about your whole program, you will come to someone's house and tailor make it to their needs, right?
Yeah, that's why I get used to using chairs and coffee tables.
Perfect.
In people's homes and condos.
How'd you come up with this idea? What did you think one day? Gee, I think I want to help some mature adults be a little more active?
Well, actually, I started out in the health clubs, like a lot of trainers, and I was the only, way back when, I was the only woman in the club. I'm the only female trainer. And some of the older women, after some lumpectomies, mastectomies, had problems with range of motion and reaching with their arms, and just didn't feel comfortable talking to the younger trainers, the younger fellas in the club. And so they would come up to me and say, you know, can you show me some things? And, you know, I have a girlfriend who just got out of the hospital. Could you go over to her house? Could you? and then kind of like law of supply and demand.
Oh, that's great.
So, and it's something I love doing. I mean, I love
it shows. It does. You're so energetic.
Well, it also affords me the opportunity of doing things that you normally can't do in a health club. For an example, I've taken Eileen kayaking.
Yes.
Oh.
Not bad.
Yeah, really good.
We've gone
Great upper body workout.
Yeah. Well, you know what? In Langhorne, Pennsylvania, there's a Core Creek Park, and they rent the equipment. That's part of my job, is finding this stuff. And you can rent kayaks for $10 an hour, so you don't have to make an investment in equipment.
See, that's perfect.
Yeah.
And you've got someone to go with?
Yeah, well, that's my job, is to take her, and hopefully encourage her to take her husband and daughter.
And I would never have done it alone. I would never have thought of this before,
Right.
that's for sure.
Right. And you also do nutritional suggestions for people. I guess you would call them nutritional guidance, maybe.
Yes, yes.
So what do you do? What do seniors need to watch out for, especially this time of year? Because you like the treats too, and goodness knows there are more than enough of them out there. Chances are you're
baking them.
I was going to say, chances are you're baking them for those grandkids. So what do you do?
You know, it's all common sense. I mean, we know there's no such thing as a low-fat chocolate chip cookie. When you go someplace,
Darn.
and really, I mean, it's all about moderation. You know, some tips when you go to a party: eat a little something first so you're not walking in famished.
Yeah.
And here's one of my secrets: wear pants that are a little on the tight side. If you wear the roomy pants, the stretchy pants, you don't notice it's getting a little tight. If you go in,
Fans with you.
I'll tell you, it's a real nice hint.
Yeah, there you go.
And they're snug going in.
I like that. Well, Sharon, thank you so much. We're
Thank
going to have
you.
to have you back to give us some more great tips. We're going to have Eileen back to demonstrate, because getting on this thing, I am going to fall off of it. We're going to have to practice. Well, thank you, ladies, so much. We appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And for more information on bringing fitness to you, contact Sharon at bfty@yahoo.com. That was a nice segment. Thank you, ladies. Okay, up next, I'm over here. Yeah.